Hey ladies and gents, we are another P.1101 game. We got Cheef here again. It seems to be his favorite plane of all time, maybe, possibly. Pulling in here, we have a 4-objective map here. Looks to be at least, 2 human players on each side. Picks up Swift, the Swift and Hector. Puts a big hurt on him. He's of course working over the center objective here. Pulling around, finds his next target in the MEP-1101. Go figure that there's a lot of P's once again in this game. Nails him. Needs one more kill here to flip this objective back. Pulls around, finds the I-215, Svatoslav. Oh, yes, nails him. Picks up the grade 5 fighter. They've got the objective here. He's got a couple baddies left to kill here. Finds one of the GAs in Casper. Seems to be up here rather high, but hey, I don't know what the bots do or why they do what they do. Pulls around, picks up the KI-60. Apparently Blackthorn is not pleased. Noobish play by everybody, I guess. Everybody is always upset in World of Wargaming games. So they've picked up the command center to the north. The enemy has. Enemy bombers are up and running here. Gets a little bit of altitude here, flips over, and he's looking for, of course, that KI-162 one more time. Isozaki. Fucking probably murdered that, but hey, that's alright. 90 hit points left here. Finally gets into pretty good range, finishes him off, and, like I said, with the inbound bomber flight. To the south, they have a 4-to-1 advantage at the command center. They finally knocked off that plane, so now they've could possibly turn the command center. We don't know. The enemy bomber formation is making its way to the center objective. The other team has picked up the garrison, and we are sitting 2-to-1 in the enemy bad team here favor. Pulls around here. He just needs one kill to finish off the command center. This would go a long ways to winning the match. They've picked up the command center here, and it's a 2-2 all game. Sitting pretty tied, 69-66. Comes back in here. He's looking to get at least a couple of these bombers, at least 2, to make sure they don't flip the objective or put it in enough back far enough that it wouldn't take much to take it here. He's got one bomber here, picks up the second bomber here, and now they are right over the objective here and getting ready to drop. However, he's got a bunch of red planes here that he can shoot down, however, to help that out in case they run into problems here. Still stays on the bomber here. He's going to see if he can finish him off. Nails him. Now he's going to start working on the red baddies, which are just kind of blossomed out of nowhere. I always love how that happens. Like, you got clear skies and all of a sudden, fucking wham, they're everywhere. Picks up the XF-90 in Eli. Yeah, he needs to be careful here. There is a ton of red planes here, and they only need to shoot down 2 to flip this objective. Picks up the XF-90. Ooh, one more, and he's going to lose this objective here. He finishes him off. No, can't quite get it. They lose the center objective airfield. Sitting at 2-1, or 3-1, I'm sorry, right now. Pulls down here on the F-86A, looking for Brent. Puts a big burst into him. And we have, of course, a interesting matchup here of another 1101 and one more heavy fighter straight above him. So, he's turning, he's burning. Coming around here on the Spitfire. See if he can knock him out. They have their bomber flight just reaching now the other command center. It seems to have been unmolested. So there might be a pretty good chance that they're going to be able to flip that command center with little or no blue fighters over there. And the bomber flight has flipped the sector. So now it is a 2-2 all game. However, they have both bomber command centers, and he's picked up the center objective here. It is currently a 3-1. Ooh, this should be interesting. However, they still have an enemy bomber flight up. It's always amazing how that happens. Pulls around, picks up the Swift, puts a nice little burst into him. There is 5 baddies here. This could be interesting. Pulls in on Hector, puts a big burst into him, gets his engine knocked out here, and he's got a ton of red baddies currently inbound. Picks up the Specialist. Can he finish him off? Nope. He gets smacked from behind. Black Florin and the XF-90. We are currently sitting at... Ooh, tight game here. We got two of them. Both of them are specialized. So yeah, this could be interesting. We are currently with Iko Lasowski. I'm not even gonna try that. I was thought about, you know what? Maybe I'll try to pronounce that correctly, but no. I'm not into it, fellas, tonight. So we're sitting at 300, 315, 312. They've finally taken the lead here. Squall lines up in 30 seconds here. Oh no, he's just gonna finish him off. So Black Florin will of course respawn. We've nailed 3-1. This could be interesting. One bomber formation has been knocked out. They have the other bomber formation coming down to the south objective here. Picks up Isozaki one more time. Nails the KI-162. And he's flipping up and over here. He's keeping his altitude up and his speed. Finds the LA-15. Yeah, squall line is up. And of course it is full team on full team. So, pulls down. Everything kills now, of course, stays in the garage. This would help a lot if you can finish off this LA-15 quick here. Nikifor picks up the Avenger medal. And they are still holding on to a 3-1 lead. Like you said, with that last turn, puts him up to almost 100 over it. The enemy is... Yeah, they're kind of starting to gang up here. They're starting to bunch up into the red baddies here. Pulls down here, finds Lucky Luck in the P.1102. If you can knock him out here, of course, it's going to go a long ways. Finishes him off, gets a nice burst into him. I think he got most of those to hit. Finishes off Lucky in the MEP 1102. But we are still sitting... Yeah, still a tight game. Blinds the Black Florin. If he can knock this guy out, this is, of course, both human pilots here. Picks up the XF-90, needs one more to finish him off, puts him up to 15K for the personal points. Yeah, that goes a long ways to finishing this game out. They've built up a nice lead, 504 to 387. As long as he can keep at least 2 of these objectives going and not dying or losing them, he's going to win this game. Picks up the Swift and Hector. There we go. Ripping him over. Needs to drop down. Drops down. Picks him up. Flips it back just a little bit. Bomber flight is inbound, of course, one more time for this command center. The enemy has their bomber flight headed, appears to be for the other command center. So this should be interesting. Pitting up 546, 429. Like I said, as long as he keeps both objectives running, he should have no problem picking this off here. However, I think he is looking, yes, he is going simply 4 kills. There is only 4 planes left on the other side. Picks up the Ace, picks up the Conqueror, and he's found the last 3 actual pilots. If he can nail both of these, of course, it's going to be an easy win if the time doesn't run out here. Picks up the LA-15, puts a big burst into him. Back over he goes, sitting at 17K for the P.1101. Can he finish him off? Nails Dennis. Finishes the game. Yeah, 18,000 for the personal points. Thanks again, Cheef, for the great replay.